What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm back with another family home. I know this is probably not a surprise anymore at this point, but I just can't stop building family homes, especially now that we have high school years on the way. I just can't stop. I can't stop building for families, and I can also not stop building for teenagers. So naturally, this family, or at least like the family that I furnished this house for, does have two teenagers. It's a, well, not necessarily a big family, but it is a family consisting of two parents, two teenagers, a toddler, and a kid. So yeah, that's what I furnished the house for, and I think it turned out so cute. And I think it's just like the perfect little family home, not in the sense that it is a perfect house, like that it's perfectly built or anything, but I just feel like it's very cozy yet spacious. There is enough space for a pretty big family. There is also a study space downstairs that you could even turn into an extra bedroom if you wanted to do that. So you could maybe turn it into a generations family home. That is also a possibility. So it's very versatile. You can very easily adjust it to whatever your family needs. And I just also made sure to include tons of activities, both for kids as well as for like teens and adults to do in this house. So in that sense, I feel like it is quote-unquote the perfect little family home. It is a suburban inspired house. I had some fun with the roofs because I don't normally use hipped roofs. I usually just go for gabled roofing. If I'm using the proper terms there, forgive me if I'm not. But yeah, the roofing was a little bit different than what I normally do, which was a lot of fun. And it also kind of gave me Mediterranean vibes when I was still working on the shell. So off camera, I also tried to place it down in Oasis Springs because I thought maybe I want to turn it into a Mediterranean little family home. But I decided against it because I just really didn't feel like it. I just really wanted to try and turn this into a suburban little house in the world of Newcrest or wherever you want to place it. I feel like this type of house, I built it on this lot in Newcrest, but you could easily move it over to basically any other world. You could even turn it into a Mediterranean house if you wanted to, shape-wise. Maybe you want to like change out the exterior decorations, like wallpapers and stuff for that. But I feel like shape-wise, it could work really well as a Mediterranean house as well. I did not turn it into one of those. As you can see, this is very suburban. I used a combination of paneling and brick. The exterior of the house is very much base game. I think I used pretty much only base game doors and windows as well. We have to like wait and see, but I'm pretty sure I literally only used like base game windows, doors, fences, roofing texture, exterior wallpaper, stuff like that. It's all base game, not decoration wise. I definitely placed some decorations outside that aren't base game. This is not a limited pack build by any means. I used a lot of packs for this one. But yeah, I feel like the exterior, you could easily download it even if you have only just the base game or base game with a few packs. I feel like this is still a very easy to download house that you can then adjust to whatever packs you have or whatever sort of family you have. Like I said, it's very adjustable and I really enjoy it. So the interior turned out to be a little bit more on the modern side of things. I wasn't necessarily planning on it. At first, I was planning on making it a little bit more on the traditional side, actually. But because the living room area turned out so spacious, I was like, okay, I'm gonna need to place a sectional couch to make this make sense. So that's what I did, and naturally that gave it a very updated, more modern look and feel. So I was definitely thinking that this house was probably recently renovated. And so yeah, they just renovated the bathrooms and the kitchen, and they got a new like nice sectional couch and stuff, and the whole like entertainment unit is very modern. I used tons of Dream Home Decorator actually for this one. So yeah, it's definitely a more updated little house, but still like not too expensive looking, if that makes sense. But still it is, I feel like this would be a pretty wealthy family. They're not extremely rich or anything, but they do have a nice house going on. Not the biggest of bedrooms though, which I really enjoyed. The teens actually are sharing a room in this house because, I mean, that's just how it turned out to work best. And I also just really like how their bedroom turned out. So I was definitely thinking that the teenagers are twins. And I thought that was really cute. So honestly, I just can't wait for the high school years pack to come out. Like, at this point, I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to build? Knowing that the high school pack is going to be here soon, but it's not here just yet. Like, what am I supposed to do? Because all I want to do is build for families, but then I also kind of just want to use the stuff that I know is coming in that pack for their bedrooms, like for teenagers' bedrooms and stuff. It's always like this whenever a new pack is announced, especially expansion packs, because they get announced a little bit like further in advance, if that makes sense. There is always a longer time leading up to the release for expansion packs, basically. So I'm just here sitting like, okay, what am I gonna do? Because I know exactly the stuff that's coming with the pack, thanks to the early access videos that are all over YouTube. I know what's coming and I know what I want to use it for, but I don't have access to it. And it's just very frustrating. So maybe I should just, I don't know, try and build some like community lots or something. I also really should get back to my one pack only series. I haven't done one of those in a little while. I haven't like completely abandoned that series. Don't worry if you enjoy it. I'm definitely gonna come back to it. But Eco Lifestyle is the next pack that I have to build for. And for the longest time, I was unsure of what to do, but I think I know what to do. I think I want to build like a community garden or something. So maybe while we wait for the high school expansion pack to come out, I should get started on that or something to like keep myself busy. I don't know. And I will have you know that I actually also already started planning out a high school. At first, I was very intimidated and I wasn't sure if I wanted to build an actual high school, because that is just very intimidating to me. It's very big and I just don't know how to go about it. So at first I was very intimidated and I just, from the get-go, wasn't sure. I was like, okay, the high school years pack is coming out, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not gonna do a high school. Maybe that's just not for me. But then watching the Sims live stream where they showed off the high school for the first time, I was like, okay, no offense, but this high school needs a bit of a facelift. So I actually got very, very inspired to get started on a high school. So obviously I don't have the pack, but I actually did start building one so that I have like a whole like shape and layout ready to go for whenever the pack does come out. So I can just take screenshots and like rebuild the thing that I am working on right now. It's also actually the very first time I will be building something on a 64 by 64, because that is the size of the high school lot in Copperdale. And yeah, I have always avoided those with a passion. 64 by 64 is just too big. I cannot deal. But for the high school, I like conquered my fear and started building on a 64 by 64, and I will have you know I can't stop. I'm actually already done. I have everything planned out and everything that I can do without having access to the pack. I am pretty much done. Like, now it's just, I'm just gonna have to wait for the pack to come out and then rebuild the whole thing in Copperdale and then go from there, basically. But I just can't stop. I want to keep going. I want to keep building, which does not make any sense because I don't have the stuff yet, but it's just so exciting. And I will have you know that I actually ran out of room on a 64 by 64. I know, that's ridiculous. I just couldn't stop myself. I couldn't stop building. I just wanted to add more stuff to the school and like do a whole bunch of crazy stuff outside as well. And then I just ran out of room. So that happened, and I'm actually very proud of it. It's gonna be a very fun school, I think. So yeah, I actually think that the high school is gonna be my first build with the new pack. I'm not sure about that. I might get started with like a smaller little family home or something first, but maybe not. Maybe I just want to get started on a high school immediately. I don't know. We'll have to see how I feel at that point. But let me know, are you excited for the high school years pack? Did you watch any early access footage, like videos? Did you watch the stream? Are you excited? Are you going to buy it? Are you not going to buy it? Tell me your thoughts, because I am, for one, very excited about this pack. I love the whole teenage aspect. Focusing on teenagers, focusing on high school friendships, crushes. after school activities. I don't know. I'm just very excited about it and it looks really cute. So let me know what you think of this pack and if you're planning on buying it too. But yeah, all the rambling aside, here you can see that I got started on the interior and I was struggling for the longest time with the layout for this living room because it was so big and spacious, and like the placement for the TV, I wasn't sure how to work it out and make it make sense. But it actually turned out very nice. I love how this living room turned out. It's very neutral colored, which that is something that I continued throughout the whole house, except for the kids' bedrooms. You'll see that once we get there. Actually, the kids' bedroom is crazy colorful. That one gives me a little bit of a headache, not gonna lie, but it's really fun and I feel like it's quite realistic for a kid's bedroom too. I actually also included stuff for a cat in this house. I thought that would be very cute and fitting, so I was definitely thinking that this family would have a cat. And I just thought that that was really cute. And here you can see I was fiddling around with some of the pillows from the little campers kit, because I really wanted to use those two wooden chairs basically in the living room, but they just don't look very comfortable. So I really wanted to add some cushions to it to make it look a little bit more comfortable and homey. So I used a tool mod to manually place those there. And I think they look really cute. And here you can see I was cluttering up the TV stand, or like the entertainment unit. It looks very built in, which is exactly what I was going for. I was definitely thinking that, like I said, this house was recently renovated and the parents definitely went to IKEA to plan out their TV unit, stuff like that, to plan out their whole like new kitchen and stuff. I think they like went ham at IKEA. I don't know. I just felt like that would be fun. And also quite fitting for a cutesy family home. And it's also just not too crazy expensive compared to a lot of other places. So I thought that that look and feel would be realistic. And actually I love how the floor plan for this house turned out. Usually for like larger family homes like this, it can take me up to like 2 hours to figure out a floor plan. For this one, it was just flowing together so nicely. So basically we have like a hallway space, like an entryway with a half bathroom, and then also the staircase is in there. And then off to one side is where we have this open, large living area situation with a study space that you will see me decorate in a little while. And then off to the other side of the entryway, we have a little laundry space, which I thought was really cute. So I will show you the whole floor plan, obviously, when we do a little tour of this build after the speed build portion of this video. So you can kind of get a better look at like how the floor plan works exactly. But I just really love how this one flows together. It's really cute. We have like a little mudroom, laundry room situation with a door to the porch actually. And then we have this closed off dining space with this built-in unit. I used some cabinets from Dream Home Decorator for this dining area, and it's really cute. I just love how like built in everything looks. I love that feel, especially for family homes that are a little bit more on the modern side of things. I just love that. It just fits so snugly and it just looks very cozy. So yeah, that's what I was going for. And here you can see we have a large 8-seater dining table in the dedicated dining room. It is a family of 6, so they don't necessarily need chairs, but maybe at some point they will have their grandparents come over or like their neighbors or other family. So I just like the idea of them having a large dining table with a lot of chairs so that they can like, I don't know, just invite their family over and have a Christmas dinner, like stuff like that is really what I could see for this family. And here you can see we have the kitchen. I decided to use these countertops from, oh God, what is it called? The Cool Kitchen stuff pack, I think they came with. I barely ever use these, but I just love this swatch of them. I love the wood color. It's so cute. It's one of the more like orangey wood tones in the game, but it's not too orange. Like we also have like an orangey wood tone for example, the cabinets that I used, or the overhead cabinets that I used in a dining room, but also for example with the Parenthood countertops. I love that wood tone, but for this house I needed something a little bit more toned down in the kitchen to kind of match the muted tiles on the floor and the muted tiles on the wall as well. Something neutral and toned down, but still cozy and warm feeling basically. And I felt like these counters were perfect for that. The color of these counters were perfect for that. And they look very modern, like the handles on them look very modern in my opinion. So yeah, that's why I decided to go with these. And I just think it looks really cute. So here you can see I also added a cat bowl Because like I said, this family would definitely have a cat, and they have a tea brewer as well as a coffee maker, because I have the space for it, and they also have a microwave. These items are quite obnoxious when you are trying to do gameplay, because all your Sims ever want to do is drink tea, drink coffee. It's all they ever want to do. So I completely understand, like, if you download this house, you can easily delete those appliances and just be ready to go. But I just needed some stuff to fill up the kitchen, the counter space, basically. So that's why I decided to place them down. It just looks very realistic and cute. But yeah, those items are very, very obnoxious when it comes to gameplay. I don't know why it's like that. I wish they would like tune that a little bit so that your Sims don't always go for the coffee or the tea or the popcorn or ice cream, for that matter, if you have those items. It's really annoying, but it's just the way it is, sadly. But here you can see off of the kitchen, we have a little laundry space, and this laundry space also actually connects to the entryway, as well as the side porch, basically the front porch, but it's more so like a side entrance to the front porch, or like a side entrance into the house, if that makes sense. Once again, I will show it to you in the tour portion after the speed build, but I love this laundry space. I feel like it's so cute. I also decided or remembered to place a litter box in here, because that is something I always forget. For some reason, I always forget to place a litter box, but today, not so much. At first I did. As you can see, at first I definitely did. But then I remembered to place one, and I placed one of the self-cleaning litter boxes, because otherwise it'd be a little bit smelly in the laundry room, is what I would think. We personally have our litter box in the laundry room. It's like one of those very well closed off ones, but it can get smelly from time to time. So I don't know, that's just how it is. Obviously, that is just how life works. But I decided to just do one of those fancy self-cleaning ones. It just really fitted or suited this family, in my opinion. But here you can see downstairs, we do not have a full bathroom, but we do have a half bathroom, like a little powder room. I felt like that would be realistic. So just a little half bathroom downstairs, and then upstairs we actually have a few bathrooms. The parents have an ensuite, and so do the teenagers. The teenagers are sharing a bedroom, but they also have an ensuite, which is really nice. And then we also have a larger hall bath upstairs. So 3 bathrooms total upstairs, which is a nice amount. I feel like that is quite luxurious, but I felt like, you know, since the teenagers are sharing a bedroom, they deserved a bathroom, an ensuite, basically. That's just kind of what I felt. So that's what I did. And otherwise their bedroom would have been very big too. So I decided to give them an ensuite as well as a walk-in closet, actually. Actually, all of the bedrooms have a walk-in closet except for the toddler's room. The toddler's room was a little bit too small for that, so I decided not to give the toddler a walk-in closet. They just have a wardrobe unit, which makes sense in my opinion as well. But yeah, after I quickly decorated the family study area, or like the family computer office space thingy, we're moving on to the second floor, and here we have a pretty tiny landing, but it makes perfect sense in my opinion. And then I got started on the parents' bedroom. The parents' bedroom really matches the look and feel of the rest of the house, basically. It might look a little bit less modern than the ground floor, but that's kind of, I did that on purpose because they probably did recently renovate like the bedroom, or no, the living room and like basically the whole ground floor, but not so much their bedroom. So their bedroom looks a little bit more, I want to say, traditional. It's definitely not traditional. It's still quite modern, but not as modern as the rest of the house, if that makes sense. Very neutral. I did try to bring in a little bit of color through that really fun painting above the bed. I always forget that that painting exists, but it's from Dine Out, I believe, and it comes in the prettiest colors. So I was very happy to remember to use it in this bedroom. It looks really good. It definitely lightens and brightens up the space a little. Makes it look a little bit more colorful and less boring, if you will. So that was a nice addition, I felt like. And then after that, I got started on the teenager's bedroom. Let me tell you, I love, love, love how this bedroom came out. It's so cute. I used bunk beds in here. They have a shared desk situation. This room is very cluttered and kind of messy. No routing issues though. I made sure to playtest it. And I just love how it turns out. So I was thinking one teenager could be very sportsy, like into all kinds of different sports. And then the other teenager could be more into fashion. And yes, this is definitely based off of the new things that are coming, like the personality traits and stuff that are coming with the high school years pack, because we definitely do have those types of teens, like aspirations and stuff that cater towards that type of person. And yeah, that's definitely what I was basing these personalities off of for this house as well. So yeah, one sportsy teen and one fashion lover teen, if that makes sense. So I kind of tried to represent both of those personalities in this room. It's very yellow, yellow themed basically. I did combine it with some other colors. As you can see, there's some green or purple here and there, and a little bit of blue as well. And I love using this toned down version of the wallpaper from Dream Home Decorator. I don't really use this wallpaper anymore that often. I will from time to time for like accent walls and stuff, but never for an entire room. But for this room, I felt like it was very appropriate because it is more on the toned down side of things, and it's nice and yellow, so it's really cute. It suits this room very nicely, in my opinion. And I was also thinking that these teenagers are probably only freshmen or maybe sophomores in high school, so they're still pretty young. So yeah, I felt like to make this room a little bit more youthful and a little bit more mismatched, even though it's very matchy-matchy, but just a little bit more like youthful, I guess, I decided to use this wallpaper in there, and it just looks really cute. So they have an ensuite. As you can see, it's very cramped. I did playtest it though, so it works. Having said that, that might be different in your game because sometimes the game is just weird like that. But I did playtest it, and for me it worked, so that was nice. I tried to represent their like youthful spirit in here as well. I used a lot of colorful items. The flooring and wallpaper are the same for all the bathrooms, but I still wanted to make this one look a little bit more different by using some colorful decorations and make it look a little bit more messy, small as it is. So I definitely added some clutter to like the toilet and the sink as well. And then here you can see we have the little toddler's bedroom. This one is very pastel colored, and I love how this one came out. So the toddler's room has access to a little balcony actually. At first I wanted to give the kid this room so that they could have like a little balcony, and maybe I could put like a toy box there or something. But then I was like, no, because this room does not have a closet. So I would need to place a wardrobe in here, which would take away from the space to add toys and stuff basically. So I decided to turn this into the toddler's bedroom, and I think that was the right decision. It's a pretty small room, but it does definitely fit the stuff that you need for a toddler. There are some toys in here. A bookcase and a wardrobe. I tried to like merge these two together. They're from the same pack. They're from the kids room stuff pack. And I tried to merge them together, but sadly the wardrobe and the bookcase are different heights. I wish they would have made them the same height, then that would have been so perfect to like merge them together. But sadly they're not. I still placed them next to each other though. It still looks really cute. And then here you can see we have the kids room, and this one I went ham. I just really tried to make it as colorful as possible. It is very matchy-matchy, which may be a little bit less realistic, but to make it very colorful but not too wild and too obnoxious to look at, I just decided to make it look a little bit more on the matchy-matchy side, and I really like it. It's very blue and teal colored, or turquoise colored, whatever you want to call it. I added some yellow accents here and there, as well as some lilac purpley accents. It's really, really cute. I placed this gaming item. I think it has something to do with like Void Critter cards. You can play games on it, something like that. I decided to place that in the middle of the room. It doesn't block your sim off from the bed, actually. They can still access the bed, so that is perfectly fine. So they can play that game and still access the bed too. So that was actually nice. And then they have their little desk here. I was thinking that this kid is very much into space and stuff, and also into void critters and yeah, that sort of thing. So I kind of tried to represent that throughout this room. They have like a little rocket nightlight, I believe, or like an airplane, something like that. So they're very much into that sort of thing. And then I also added some like sports posters and things, and some gaming posters. So this kid is basically into a lot of different things. But yeah, that's kind of what I tried to represent in their bedroom. And here you can see I also recorded the hall bathroom upstairs. I did not record the parents' ensuite because that would just be a little bit too repetitive. But this is the hall bathroom and also the only bathroom with a tub. It has a shower tub combo so you can bathe your toddler, maybe your dog. If you decide to like swap out the cat stuff for dog stuff, then you can easily do that as well. So yeah, that's very usable. And since this is not the parents' bathroom, I decided to make this one a little bit more youthful and colorful and messy as well. So yeah, definitely a little bit more on the colorful side of things. And then the parents actually also have a nice spacious balcony off of their bedroom. So I decided to place a yoga mat on there for an extra skill building item basically. And then also a lounge chair so they can do some sunbathing up there. I thought that'd be cute. And then moving on to the backyard, I love how this one came out actually. We have this little back porch. It's very small, so I decided to just place a woodworking bench and an outdoors trash can and some planter pots. I filled up the planter pots with some plants. If you want to actually use the planter pots, just delete those flowers out of there. But I just like to fill them up to like fill up the space a little bit more. So I put some plants in there, but you can easily just delete those. And then we have a pretty spacious terrace area. So I placed down a 6-seater dining table and also a little grill area with like a little table next to it to like serve up some food or just place your utensils, stuff like that. And then I also added a couple more larger planter boxes to a little gardening area. And then for the rest of the backyard, it's all grass, and I decided to turn it into like basically just a play paradise for the kids. So we have a swing set, the monkey bars, a kiddie pool for the toddler, which I thought would be cute. I think the adults can also interact with that one actually, so that is pretty cute. And then I just did some additional landscaping and I played around with some terrain paint. And then lastly, I just added some lights to like light up the place a little bit at night. And then that's going to be it for the speed build. So let's jump right into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the house in the game. It looks very cozy and inviting to me. We have a little pathway leading up to the front porch where I placed the letterbox, as you can see, and then also the a couple of outdoor trash cans. And I parked some bikes. I was thinking that these could definitely belong to the teens. The blue one for the sportsy teen and the yellow one for the fashion teen. I thought that'd be cute. I also added a little chess table to the front porch for an extra skill building item. And then over here we have the side entrance basically that connects to the laundry room and then a pathway leading into the backyard. So for the backyard, we have this grass area, play area for the kids. We have this cute little grill area. I love this side table next to it for some reason. I just really enjoy that detail. And then we have a nice dining table and a lounge area back here as well. And then some skill building items over here. So some planter pots on either side and a woodworking bench as well as another outdoors trash can. I think this one might be a little bit closer to the kitchen, so a little bit more gameplay friendly. But then when we walk through the front door, we have this dedicated, quite spacious entryway. I actually really like this one. There is a full-on closet in this one. Just a nice coat closet is what I was thinking. You could just hang your coats and like place your shoes and everything in there. It's quite a large family, so this would come in handy. We also have this side table with some clutter and some shoes and whatnot. And then over here we have the half bathroom. Really not that exciting, but I still feel like it's really cute. And then through this archway, we walk into the laundry space. And then the laundry space also has a door into the kitchen. So I love how this whole floor plan feels very connected and easy to route around. But let's head on over to this part of the house where we have the living room. As much as I was struggling with it, I love how it came out. It feels very cozy, lived in. It's quite cluttered, but not too much. It still feels very spacious. We have a nice shelving unit back here to just fill up the space basically, and a large bookcase over here. And then we have the doors leading into the backyard over here, and I placed like a nice scratching post and a cat tree next to it. The scratching post next to the back door just makes a lot of sense to me because in my childhood home, we used to have a scratching post next to the sliding door, and it was a way for the cats to let us know that they wanted to go outside basically. If they like were scratching that, they were trying to tell us, please open the door because I want to go outside. So that is like kind of the feel that I got. Obviously cats in The Sims can just walk through doors, but yeah, I just love that little detail. Then through this archway, we walk into the dining room. This one feels very cozy with a large 8-seater dining table, and we have some built-in china cabinets over here. here, and then just some additional clutter and an extra chair in the corner for if they need an extra chair, basically. And then through this archway, we enter into the kitchen. A very modern, nicely renovated space with some bar stools as well for a little breakfast area. A very spacious kitchen, and I really like it. We have a lot of clutter over here on this side where we also have the curfew board, actually. Then we have the sink and the stove over here, and then we have the fridge as well as the tea maker and stuff. It's just really cute. And then back here we have the trash can and the cat food bowl. And then again, through this door, we enter into the laundry space, and then that's the whole circle, basically. And then on the second floor, we have a tiny little landing, but honestly, it just doesn't need to be any bigger. I love this chair with a little cushion on it. I can totally see the cat sleeping there all the time. Obviously, that doesn't really work. I think the cat can still sleep on the chair, but then the cat will be clipping with the pillow because technically that pillow isn't there because I manually placed it. But I think the cat can still sleep on the chair, so that's really cute. Let's start with the parents' bedroom over on this side. So this one is more on the neutral side of things, though I love this colorful painting above the bed to add a little bit of color. They have their glass doors over here leading onto their private little balcony, which I thought would make a lot of sense for the master bedroom. They have a walk-in closet and then their ensuite bathroom with a nice double sink, which I thought would also make sense. And they just have a shower and a toilet. It's just a very basic little bathroom. Then over here we have my favorite bedroom of this house, which is the teenager's bedroom. They have their bunk beds over here and then a lot of clutter that I thought would fit a teenager's room. Some fashion magazines as well as sports clutter to represent both their personalities. They have a walk-in closet. I'm not sure actually if this pile of laundry will block the closet from being accessible, but you can always just remove it and then that should be fine. The same goes for this box. I'm not sure if that's blocking anything, but you can always also just use the mirror to change your sim, so it doesn't really matter, but you can also just delete it if you want to. Then they have their desk. It's technically just a dining table, but I wanted there to be 2 chairs for both of them to just sit here and do their homework, so that is what I did. And then they have their schedule board thingy and a little bookcase. And then through here they have their teeny tiny ensuite, but I love it. It feels very colorful and cramped. There is quite a bit of clutter in here, and yeah, it just feels very appropriate for teenagers. And then obviously they have their shower over here. Then over here we have the toddler's bedroom. Very pastel, very cutesy, but I love it. They have a lot of stuff in here. They have a bookcase and a wardrobe, and I loved using this wallpaper in here. I never use this one, but it's so cute. I should definitely use it more often. And then I just combine it with a more neutral blue grayish paint for the rest of the room. But they have their toys over here and this very cute mural from the werewolves pack. And then for the last bedroom, we have the kids' bedroom. And oh my god, this one hurts my eyes a little, but in the best way. It's very teal and yellow and just very loud, but I love it. It feels quite realistic. I try to represent a lot of different things in here: void critters, robots, space. Yeah, basically those 3 things. Also some sports and like gaming, stuff like that. So they have a very cluttered desk situation with a school project, and I also gave them a journal because I somehow thought that was cute. And then last but not least, we have the shared kids bathroom. So this one basically is just for the toddler and the kid to share, which is really nice. It's quite a colorful bathroom with a shower tub combo, and they just have a single sink with a lot of clutter over here on this side. But that's basically it for this house. So this perfect family home is up on the gallery. It comes in at just over 125,000 simoleons though, but we all kind of already expected that, so that's fine. The house has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and I built it on a 30x20 in Newcrest. However, I feel like it would look good in basically any world really, because it's such a generic house. But yeah, if you want to place it in your game, it goes on a 30x20. But that's gonna do it for this video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/Simmarysims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!